That was the worst part.
Is that the worst thing ever?
You remember this, right? Sitting on the floor, everyone's got their cards, your siblings acting like every game was the most important one, and nobody wanted to be the one to lose. Good times. Well, it's kind of like that, just way fucking cooler.
And the board is going to come...
Oh, I probably should have mentioned. This isn't that kind of card game.
And the board is going to come ace 4-5, 1 spade, king on the turn. He flips over pocket queens. You're going to scoop this huge pot. The villain confidently flips over queen jack. We're going to show him the bad news with our ace 10. We're going to scoop his remaining 200 and bang. That's how you get started off. We're going to fire a tiny bet of 35 to attempt to induce the fish. He announces all in, and all of a sudden, I don't feel too good about my club draw here.
But tonight wasn't just about the cards.
Disco.
X on the line, just as I suspected. No one really gets over me. Follow me. Why would you try to ever put me second? You're just another groupie to me. No.
Here, wait. Does my laugh sound expensive?
That is not your real laugh.
Drip too hard, don't stand too close. You gon' run and drown. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, as long as I get paid. Bad little vibe, she been on my mind. Soon as I get back, she can slay. Do this all the time.
Ooh. What's up, boys? It is our official first vlog and weekend in Austin, Texas. We're gonna try to make it a bang. If you've been following the short form content, you've known that I have low-key been getting killed. So this weekend, we're gonna turn it around. It's Friday today, and honestly, feels like a great day to have a day. Let's get after it. All right, boys, we are leaving. We're going to the lodge right now. We're on the 1-2 list. Gonna play also on the 1-3 list. Might play a little bit of both. We're gonna play for about 4 hours. Then we're gonna go get some froyo and dinner afterwards, and then probably go play again on Friday night.
Drip too hard, don't stand too close.
Thank you.
Run and drown. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, as long as I get paid. Bad little vibe, she been on.
We're gonna start off with an interesting one. We're gonna open to 50 with pocket 10s and end up getting called in 4 spots. We're gonna end up checking here because there is no reason for us to bet. The villain to our left is gonna end up leading out for 75 here. Both of the other players end up folding, and we are gonna make the call because we have 10s and we also have the 10 of hearts. So backdoor straight and backdoor flush on a draw heavy board. And the turn is going to bring in the jack of spades. We're going to check it over to the villain, and the villain is going to bet again for 175. I end up going into the tank for a while, and then I ultimately decide that I'm feeling like punting today, so I'm going to end up making the call. And the river brings in the last deuce of hearts, bringing in that front door flush draw. We go check, check. He makes me show first. I show my 10s. He's going to flip over king 9 for a flop 2 pair and take down a big one in front of us. In our next hand, we are under the gun +1. We are going to cold call the open to 20 from the short stack to the right of us with queen jack of diamonds. Action folds around to the small blind, shout out McQueen Poker, who is going to 3-bet us to 105. And this is exactly why I didn't 3-bet with queen jack suited here, because under the gun just rips it for about 170 total, which is not going to reopen the action. So we have to call here. We flick in the call. So does the 3-better. We know that we are behind in this pot. So we're heads up at this point, and the flop is going to come an ugly deuce of spades, 4 of hearts, 10 of diamonds. The 3-better then is going to c-bet for 80, which is giving us a great price to pick up more equity on this board. But unfortunately, we don't. The turn comes a complete brick. The 3-better then ends up jamming, so we are just going to snap fold. The 3-better had pocket kings, and obviously he was good. So at this point, we are stuck piles. We look down at 5-7 of hearts in the small blind, facing a middle position open, so we are just going to make the smooth call. The big blind is going to end up coming along as well, and we are going 3 ways to a flop. The flop is going to come ace of spades, ace of hearts, 4 of spades as well. We end up checking to the original raiser here, who's going to fire for 35, and we're going to decide to get freaky here. I don't think he has an ace, and we have backdoor hearts and backdoor straight draw potentials, so we are just going to end up check raising all the way up to 90. Clearly, he looks uncomfortable here, and he's going to end up making the fold, giving us some momentum. In our next hand, we look down at ace queen of spades. We're facing a middle position open and 2 callers to 15, so we are going to squeeze here to $100 even. The original raiser ends up 4-betting us to 315. Both of the other cold callers just ended up folding, and that's about the rest of our stack. So we're going to end up making the call here. We're running it 1 time, and the board is going to come ace 4-5, 1 spade, king on the turn. He flips over pocket queens just for us to river another ace. We're going to scoop this huge pot. This is going to help us get unstuck, hopefully.
Just got done at the lodge for our first session. We played some 1-3 wing, went down 700, bought some time with our extra when we cashed out for 800. We're gonna go get some froyo. We're gonna come back refreshed and lock in and hopefully make some money this time.
We're in the $5 straddle when we look down at ace 10 offsuit. Under the gun +1 ended up clicking us to 10. We had 3 callers, so we do the only thing that we can here. We're going to isolate the fish, so we end up bumping this thing all the way up to $60. Luckily for us, the fish ends up calling us off and everybody else folds, so we're going heads up out of position against the fish. The board is going to come ace deuce jack here, and we are going to end up slow playing our hand. We're going to check it over to him. He's going to check back. The turn is going to bring in another deuce. So we're going to fire a tiny bet of 35 to attempt to induce the fish, and it works perfectly. He announces all in. We're going to snap him off here with top pair. Here we go to the river, which is going to be a 4. The villain confidently flips over queen jack. We're going to show him the bad news with our ace 10. We're going to scoop his remaining 200, and bang. That's how you get started off right at this 1-2 game. But it doesn't last long. Long story short, I was up quite a bit after that last video that you guys seen. Stopped recording because my phone was about to die. I got scooped in a double board bomb pot when I went all in. Both rivers just destroyed me and made somebody else's hand. My hand was already made, got sucked out on. It's how it goes with double board bomb pots. I know it, it's part of the game. It's been rough. We are live from the gutter, as one would say. Today's Saturday, it's day 2. Instead of shot taking 1-3, or not really shot taking, we're gonna downsize to 1-2 today. We're just gonna play 1 session and then enjoy our night after that. We just hit the gym, we ate, we're ready to go. We're feeling good, my mental is refreshed, my confidence is refreshed. I'm gonna go get after it today and try to play a lot better than I did yesterday, because honestly, losing yesterday was entirely on me. Didn't really have any like coolers or bad beats besides the double board bomb pot, but that kind of happens in those. I think I just made a lot of mental errors, so today I'm gonna try to play cleaner. Hopefully that shows. For our first hand on day 2, we're in the big blind. We look down at ace king offsuit. The $5 straddle is on, and there are tons of limpers. Obviously, we're not letting everybody see a cheap flop. We are going to squeeze up to 35. We're going to end up getting 2 callers, so we're going to go 3 ways out of position to a flop. The flop is going to come king 9-6, 2 spades here. We are going to go ahead and c-bet here to $25. We're going to end up getting called in both spots, and I am really confused on what either one of them have at this point. The turn is going to bring the 4 of diamonds, giving us 2 flush draws on the board. So with the SPR so low for our stack size here, we just put it all in. After a while of deliberation, both of our opponents end up folding. So we're going to take down a big one to start off our session right. And here's where we get into a bit of trouble here. We are going to be in the big blind. We're going to look down at 7-5 of clubs. There's going to be an open to $25. We are going to call, so is the small blind, and another player in middle position. We are going 4 ways to a flop, $100 in the middle. Let's see how bad I can punt this time. The flop is actually going to come a beautiful 4 of clubs, 8 of diamonds, 9 of clubs here. And the small blind is going to end up taking the initiative and just betting here 250. Obviously, if we made the call pre-flop, we cannot go anywhere on this flop, so we are going to make the call as well. But then the original pre-flop raiser does something that we hate to hear. He raises all the way up to 200. The small blind snap jams for less. And all of a sudden, I don't feel too good about my club draw here with the small blind calling that. But with the side pot, it can be worth it. And we have straight outs here. So we end up making the call to 200, leaving us with about 170-ish behind, knowing that we're getting it in on any turn. The turn is going to bring in the 3 of hearts here, which does not improve us at all. Regardless, though, we have to stick it in. The original raiser is going to end up snapping us off. We say one time, praying to see a club, but we don't. We see the jack of hearts. We announce that we miss. He had pocket queens, so he's going to end up scooping the entire pot. Here goes our first bullet on day 2. But you know what they say, what goes down must come up. We're in the big blind facing an under the gun open. We see pocket aces here. Obviously, we know where this is going. We're squeezing this thing all the way up to $60 here. The short stack under the gun ends up just making the call, not leaving too much behind. We know we're getting it in on any flop here, which it comes jack 5-9, 2 clubs here. We're going to check it over to him since he doesn't have much behind. He just snap jams for about like 80 or so. Obviously, we're snapping it off. We see bad news though. He flips over pocket jacks for a flop top set. Are you kidding me? But that turn, it brings in the miracle ace. We announce that he's no good. We sucked out finally. Now we're in the small blind and we look down at pocket queens. Here we go. We're starting to get some cards now. The button is going to open to $20 here. We're going upstairs though with a 3-bet to 60. All the limpers end up folding. The button though just ends up jamming. He has about 230 in total. We're going to end up snapping him off. We announce one time and the flop comes 8, jack 9. Turn comes to 10. We flip over pocket queens for a 4-card straight. He shows us that he has pocket kings. We cooler the mess out of him. And for our last hand, we're in the small blind, bunch of limpers to a straddle here. We look down at ace-6 of diamonds. We're going to squeeze it up to 20, and we only end up getting called by the button here. So we're going heads up out of position to a flop that comes deuce 8-5, 2 diamonds on the board. We are going to end up c-betting here to $30, and the button is going to oblige. He's going to call us here. This pot's starting to blow up a bit. Turn comes the queen of spades, putting out another flush draw on the board, and we're putting out that bet to $50 here. But then the villain's going to raise us to 200. I end up tanking for a while here, but then I end up that my ace high could be good a small percentage of the time here, and I have equity here. So I go ahead and make the call. We are going to a huge pot here on the river, which brings us in the king of diamonds, giving us the nuts. We're going to check it over to him. He's going to jam for about 150. Obviously, we snap him off. Tell him the bad news. He hems and haws because he had queen 5 of diamonds.
Yeah, that's pretty much how the day went. Or so I thought.
We ended up cashing out for a cool 410, had a good end of our weekend there. It was a banger first weekend in Austin. I appreciate all the people that I met and I've talked to so far there. And yeah, content's gonna keep coming. I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.